Here's a tip and a spear behind it.
Start moving! Time to use those tactics for a good old-fashioned team fight.
My heart is iron.
Ante up! 4, 3, 2, 1!
We can do this!
Let's start the show!
Okay, buddy, have a fun time at the Pennington.
Do I just go golden quest and expect Gwen or Lee Sin? Or Braum or Zyra, any of them would work. But this one is actually so good for Viego. And also Samira. I'm just gonna go with this. I don't wanna take that much risk.
Arena's about to be a massacre!
So shall we grow stronger.
Sound check, mic check.
The audience is waiting. Prepare those boards.
Wait, do I just go with this one? I have also red buff. I'm gonna keep her. Maybe I can just sell Viego. I'll probably do that. Yeah, let's do that. I got karma too early. Like, it would be stupid if I just force Viego, you know. What do I take here? I guess this one.
Time ain't stopping, so you better not either. Go, go, go!
Victory calls.
I'll get us through this.
Victory awaits.
Okay, we're just gonna swap.
Ante up! 4, 3, 2, 1!
Nice.
Look at us making new memories.
Let's go, let's go! Like you were entertained!
We have the momentum.
What is that?
This power may tip the scales! Ante up! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! Let the chaos commence!
Like, what's going on, man? I can't move the mecha. It's bugged.
Time ain't stopping, so you better not either. Go, go, go! Ante up! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
My mecha starts at the enemy's side.
Here's a bird's eye view!
What'd you say about my mama?
Ante up! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Oh my god.
And action!
Star Guardians are in it to win it.
That's what I was hoping for. I'm not gonna lie. That that XP is what I was hoping for. Let's go. This is huge. But I need to reforge this.
Ante up! 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! It's brawling! showstopper. Time ain't stopping, so you better not either. Go, go, go! Ante up! 4, 3, 2, 1!
Freedom awaits.
Gidiyorum gözüm yaşım. Wait, what?
I guess we can talk about it. Pretty crazy thumbnail, pretty crazy title. But I'm just gonna give you guys a little bit of story time about what's been going on in my life and what happened yesterday. I got swatted, but it was my first time, by the way. But I want to give you a little bit of lead up to what's been going on, and I'm just gonna be completely transparent with you guys. I'm a very paranoid individual. I have many, and I real quick, my mod's showing context real quick. My mod's showing context. Just so you guys see this. This is a real image. This was taken from last night. But yeah, I was, in fact, swatted last night. So I'll give you guys a little bit of context. I'm a very paranoid man. And it's often hard at times to understand, is my paranoia valid or is it not? Some people call it hypervigilance. Some people call it paranoia. I have lived a life where I've always felt like there were people trying to kill me. I am also schizophrenic, so a little bit of lore. I was diagnosed in freshman year of college back in 2012, but I'd always been seeing things since I was young. However, I will say this: I pretty much don't see anything, don't hear anything anymore. Maybe like once a month. I don't know how, but I just feel like I've got it under control, and even when I do see things, it doesn't really affect me. I have been going into more serious content lately, more controversial content lately, because I've been given this opportunity to do so. And it's been a lot of fun because I actually get to think about things and expand my knowledge about the world and try to expand my worldview and try to talk about issues that I think matter and can maybe enlighten people to having perspectives.
Bro, who cares? Just
Like,
explain.
blast my fucking internet cables. And I restart the router, Are they this or that? And then I'd review the security cameras. I'd watch them sit there for an hour and 45 minutes, just sitting in front of my house, not doing anything, just sitting there. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll keep tabs of that. Strange. But the other night, this was maybe like 3-4 days ago, I'm streaming. It's 11:30 in the morning, and my internet goes out. And I'm confused. I restart the router, and I don't know what's going on. And then I, call them. They say there's an internet outage in your area. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, when's it done? Okay, sure. All right, I'll wait. Then I walk outside, and I see my cables from underneath the ground have been pulled up and slashed. Someone slashed my fucking internet cables, and I couldn't check to see who it was. About 14 hours later, I reviewed the security footage, and it was actually just my old Asian neighbor. And he was gardening. But it freaked me the hell out. It did freak me the hell out, because I was like, damn, who the fuck did that? Right? Why, though? Because they were gardening. They were, like, getting weeds. And they slashed my internet cable. But anyways, that takes us forward to last night. And, you know, the things on the internet that I've experienced are, there are people who have come to my house. There are people who have said, if you play this game, I'm going to kill you. If you talk about this topic, I'm going to kill you. There have been people who have, you know, approached me in real life. They've called me a white devil, you know, called me other slurs for white people. Not that anybody gives a fuck. They've come at me, called me a raging faggot, coordinated people to harass me via Discord and found me in real life to do this shit. Thankfully, now I'm strapped, so I don't care, but I used to not be. But, you know, I've received a lot of harassment in my life, and yesterday was a new chapter. And I know I'm taking it kind of lightly, and I know it's very serious, but you got to understand, at this point, I've seen it all. I've been through it all. And I'm kind of making this video because even though I'm taking this very well, I want to explain the danger to this and why I think it's happening. So last night, I ordered some food. I ordered one of my favorite restaurants in Austin, Texas. It's called Honest Mary's. It's delicious. Very healthy, very clean food. They deliver. They leave me my little chicken, sweet potato, and my sweet onions. And I get that from me and Sophia. And they leave. I say thank you. About 30 seconds later, I hear a loud knocking on the door, and I'm like, damn, bro, relax. Like, what? Did you forget to give me my drink or something? Give me a fucking heart attack. I hate when people knock on my door. I fucking hate it. I've gone off on many door-to-door salesmen saying, brother, leave me the fuck alone. Like, dude, is this an unskippable ad? Like, why are you showing up to my fucking house? Can I get YouTube Premium to skip these fucking ads? Anyways, loud ass knocking. I go to open the door, and as I'm opening this door, I can't remember how many fucking police officers it was, but a large amount of police officers come into my home, and they take me out of my home. I immediately put my hands up, and I say, hey, officers, this is a streamer house. I think I'm getting pranked. Please do not hurt my cats. Please do not hurt my dog. Because obviously I have 3 cats that I love very much, Banjo, Eggy, and Simba. And I have a dog, Mango. And in case you don't know, in swatting, when you get swatted, if an animal interferes with a police investigation of your home, they can kill them. If it interferes, if it causes them any inconvenience, they will kill them with the suspicion that it could potentially save a life by killing your animals. And the more and more I'm talking about this, I guess the more and more the reality of the situation is kicking in, where I realized that last night I could have lost the lives of my pets from doing nothing. They pull me out, they go inside, they interrogate Sophia, they go upstairs, they check all the rooms, they go downstairs, they check all the rooms. Ironically, besides Genazad's room, they don't go into Genazad's room, they don't go into the attic. But they check every single room, they interrogate Sophia, they interrogate Anna, they ask them, I hear them from outside, has he ever done anything wrong to you? Has he done this? Has he done that? Has he touched you? Has he done this shit? Is he raping you? Like, has he done anything to you sexually that you don't want? And they come back outside, and I think there's like 3, maybe 4 officers, pull me out to the front of my porch, and they say, so have you had any type of altercation, or have you ever yelled, or have you argued, or have you ever hurt any of these women inside your home? And I say, and by the way, the entire time, my hands are up. The entire time. I do not put my hands down. Because I'm like, I'm just trying to cooperate here. I'm just cooperating. The officer says, mid-sentence, like, hey man, you can put your hands down, it's okay. I can see that you're trying to work with us. I say, thank you. Like, anything you want to know, please, like, just ask me. I'm here to help you guys. And I said, no. I mean, I guess Genazad got upset at my dog last night. He yelled at my dog. And I said, well, then that's like the only thing I can even remember of anybody raising their voice. Like, you know, Mango was trying to eat his pizza and he got angry. And they said, okay, well, that's not it. And I said, is there like a reason why you guys are here in my house? And they told me that they got a report that I was raping women in my house and that I had 8 hostages in my home. And I asked, well, who said that? I said, well, who said that? And they said, well, we can't tell you that. And then I started listing names of the people who I think would have done that. I'm not going to say who those are. I invited them inside. I talked to them for a little bit. They apologized with the whole ordeal. They mark my house down as a streamer house to where the police will be more cognizant and my house will never be swatted ever again, as well as my future house that I'm moving to has already been whitelisted and will never be swatted, which is great. So I'm safe from this from now on. We talk about how horrible it is that people do this to streamers. Any potential people who I think might be harassing me, I give them some names. From schizos to streamers, I name them all, just to kind of like set off a warning flag in case they hear one of those names calling about me, because I think I know who did this, and I actually don't think it's a chatter. I don't think it's a schizo. I actually think it's a streamer. I think it's a content creator. Yeah, and it's not Miz. If it was Miz, I would just say Miz. It's not Miz. I think I know who it is, because I think there is someone in this town who wants me to kill myself. I genuinely do. No, I don't think it's Hassan either. I think it's